In Star Trek, Strange New Worlds Season 3, Episode 2, a well-known voice actor from Star Trek, The Next Generation makes an unexpected appearance. Written by Kirstin Beyer and David Reed and directed by Jordan Canning, Wedding Bell Blues is a masterful comedy that features Rhys Darby as Trelane from Star Trek, the original series. William Campbell played Trelane in the first season of Star Trek, the original series, The Squire of Gothos. The 8,020-year-old cosmic trickster pretends to be an intrusive wedding planner in order to marry Lieutenant Spock Peck and Nurse Christine Chapel Jess Bush in the prequel universe of Strange New Worlds. Although Rhys Darby's hair and outfit make him easily recognizable, Trelane is never given a name in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, and it's possible that the youthful space god doesn't decide to call himself General Trelane, retired, until The Squire of Gothos. It's also easy to identify the unexpected guest voice that portrays Trelane's dad. Trelane's father is voiced by John de Lancie in Wedding Bell Blues, the second episode of Season 3 of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Naturally, de Lancie's most well-known roles are his 22 appearances as the all-powerful Q in Star Trek, Deep Space Nine Star Trek, Voyager Star Trek, Lower Decks Star Trek, Picard and Star Trek, The Next Generation. To prevent his son from murdering the entire crew of the USS Enterprise, Trelane's father manifests as a non-corporeal energy entity. Wedding Bell Blues ends similarly to how Trelane's parents prevented him from murdering Captain James T. Kirk, played by William Shatner, in The Squire of Gothos from Star Trek, the original series. Another reference to the long-discussed theory that Trelane and his race were always part of the Q continuum is found in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, where John de Lancie guest stars as Trelane's father's voice. Neither Trelane nor his father identify as Q, and Strange New Worlds neither affirms nor refutes this. In Star Trek, Strange New Worlds Season 3, Episode 2, John de Lancie voices Trelane's father. This is the first time the well-known actor has a role in Star Trek other than Q. De Lancie has been playing his all-powerful trickster since 1987. John has previously voiced Q in Star Trek, Lower Decks Season 1's Veritas. Strange New Worlds is his second Star Trek voiceover. However, if Trelane and his race are indeed retconned to be members of the Q continuum by Star Trek, then it is possible that John de Lancie is portraying Q, or a different Q in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. It would also be John's first time portraying a different version of Q. Unless the Q who perished in Star Trek, Picard Season 2 is not the same as the Q at the end of Season 3. Strange New Worlds and Star Trek canonically didn't provide answers to Trelane's long-standing mysteries, but Star Trek, The Next Generation and Q fans loved John de Lancie's shout-out.